This is my PowerPoint presentation for my final major project. The purpose of our final major project is basically to determine how, what our skills are over the last few months and over the last few units. My 3 FMP ideas were 2 music videos and a short film. The first music video was going to be Kanye West by Carnival. Second one was going to be Who's That What's That by Nico B. And the third one was going to be a short film called On the Run. So for my first idea, both my music videos, I wanted to aim more in the the visual aspect of it, and more focus on the editing and make it look more unique. My color scheme for this would be quite dark. It'd be more like the visual side would be a lot I wanted to make it look really unique in the sense that it would be more not VHS-y, but grainy and kind of film grainy. And that's my mood board, my proposal. For my target audience, I feel like it's quite older, probably 18 plus, because it's quite dark. It's got it's gonna have it's gonna be a lot more violent than a stereotypical product. Like I said, the age is 18. The race is not overly specified, but all the singers are black, so it could tell you that the target audience is black. The gender is, all of them are male, so again, it leans into being more focused towards males. I feel like this is feasible to do and feasible to create, but I feel like trying to, I feel like I'm expecting more out of it. I think I'm overestimating myself, think I'm going to be able to create it when I feel like I might not be able to fully create what I want to, what I'm imagining. So my second idea is Who's That What's That by Nico B. It would be the same as performative. It would be focused on just the visual side of things and lip syncing the lyrics. But this song is a lot more slower, and I feel like this is a lot more easier to do than Carnival. The color scheme is mainly more friendlier colors, like blue, green, more outdoors and appealing. And the color scheme it will match the blueness and the overall outfit. That's my mood board. My proposal. The target audience, the class is mainly aimed towards middle class people due to the song's constant references to life in the UK being McDonald's and stuff, and cheap food. Yeah. The age, it's quite young because the person who's singing it was 19 when he made the song, and it's aged towards people with a similar taste in music. The race, again, not specified, but the singer is a white British man. So again, the gender is a little bit less, is more on the feminine side as well, but slightly more on the male side, obviously, because it's a male protagonist. And the idea as a whole, this one is my most feasible idea. This is the one that I like the most. And I feel like it's the most stylistic I can do. I feel like I have a lot of choice with it. I have a lot of freedom with what I can make, whereas with Carnival, it's a lot more one thing. But with this, I can film in multiple places where I live by, so it's a lot easier to do. My third idea was a short film about a teenager on the run from the police. It wouldn't show the police or show anything about the character. It would just start off with the person on the run and only explain it as it goes on, and then the ending you find out what the person actually did and why they're on the run. And it was mainly going to be focused on with outfit wise, it's going to be dark, a scarf, hood up, very much covered up and not wanting to be seen. The color scheme with this would be very dark, and I wanted to make it visually moody and very very dark and grimy. That's my mood board. So as for the target audience, I feel like it's aimed towards middle class and possibly lower class people, as it involves more crime and police kind of stuff. And it's aimed towards possibly, as the main character's a teenager, I feel like it's aimed towards younger people, lower class teens maybe. Overall, again, the race is not specifically aimed, but the protagonist is a white British male. The gender, 80-20 again, only due to the involvement of violence, which is stereotypically like a male, and there's not really any female cast. This idea is feasible, but I would need to get to more bigger locations like Plymouth and possibly like Exeter and stuff like that, maybe Truro, because this idea is like on the bigger scale of things, as it's a short film and it takes a lot longer to make than a music video. So for my final idea, I chose Who's That, What's That by Nico B, as I feel like this is my most feasible, and I feel like I would put, like, overall I would enjoy making this the most, and I feel like this is more like me out of all the products. Here's I'll only show a little bit of it, but I don't even know if it's play sound. But yeah, the equipment I would need for my FMP is a Canon 80D camera, 50mm lens, 35mm lens, tripod, possibly a probe lens, I'm not too sure, a gimbal, SD cards, and a possible DJI Osmo Pocket, which is like a fisheye lens to use for like wider shots. So the locations for my FMP, I'm not aiming to overly recreate the music video, but as I live in areas that look quite similar to the music video as it's filmed in the UK, I'm going to aim to kind of recreate it, but give my own kind of like, well, it's me filming it. But I'd mainly film in Bodmin, Weybridge, St Austell, Davistow, stuff like that. So as my deconstructions, I'll be deconstructing a music video by Lil Yachty called Tesla, which has a similar aesthetic and like color scheme to how I want it, with going out there using colors like yellow, orange, and green for like just day-to-day rooms like kitchens, outside. So my second deconstruction, I want to do Quick Drive by Nico B, as it's also made by the same person, and it's like an older version of that song, and I want to recreate his overall like the way of flow and visuals. My third deconstruction is the song I'm recreating, Who's That, What's That, as I feel like this will give me my best inspiration for creating this music video. The shot types I want to use are like shots in the car. I want to get static shots, tracking shots. I want to get, like I said earlier, fisheye lens shots, just certain unique shots that I haven't used in other products. As my research report, I'll be researching my music theory and my media theory, and be going into how like you create relationships in music videos and how you actually portray characters in music videos. Any questions?
Well done, Callum. That all sounds great, makes sense. I just want to like cast and crew, like the main performer.
Me?
It's gonna be yourself.
Yeah,
So
it'll be me.
Need many support. So sorry.
Not really. It's just like maybe one or two, maybe mainly one person, but two people would be handy. But yeah, it's just someone. If someone else hand the camera, but I'll be able to. That's all. Yeah.
Get into position.
Very much feasible.
Yeah, so all good.
Yeah.
And then just making sure, how are you going to make sure you've got enough diversity in your visuals to fill the whole song?
That's why I want to use a lot of different lenses, because I want to use a lens that's like fisheye lens. Well, there's a certain shot where I want to stand in my room with the camera in the corner, pointing down, like kind of covering my whole room, but with me in the middle, like singing the lyrics. Then another shot of me in a car singing the lyrics. Then a gimbal tracking shot. Like they're very much a different flow of. And then a static shot of me somewhere singing the song, so it's like, it's all very different.
Well done. Thank you very much.